The numbers that we have been using until now are from the Hindu-Arabic system. Let's try to learn about another system called Roman numerals. I have written down numbers from 1 to 10 and 11 to 20 here. Let's convert each of these numbers into the Roman numerals. So we'll learn step by step. We have some rules to follow. Rule number 1. Few numbers have basic symbols associated to them. For example, 1 has a symbol, 5 has a symbol, and 10 has a symbol in the numbers listed here. So we make use of these symbols and write the Roman numerals for the other numbers. Now we'll look at rule number 2. According to rule number 2, we can make use of addition of two numbers to write the Roman numerals. So for example, if we want to write 2, we can write two 1 symbols side by side. So when you write two symbols side by side, that means you're adding them. So 1 plus 1 is 2, so we can write two 1 symbols to make it 2. Similarly, we can write three 1 symbols side by side, because 3 can be written as 1 plus 1 plus 1. But we cannot repeat the symbols more than 3 times. So that's why we cannot write 4 by making use of rule 2. So let's look at rule 3. According to rule 3, we make use of subtraction. So the symbol close to 4 is 5. So we make use of the symbol 5 to write 4. So how do we get 4 from 5? 5 minus 1 gives us 4. That's why we write 5, the symbol 5, and we write 1 to the left of it. That means if you write a smaller symbol to the left of a bigger symbol, that means we are subtracting it. So 5 minus 1, we write it as 1 and 5. Now let's write the symbol for 6. To write the 6, we make use of the symbol closer to it, that is 5 is closer to it. So we can write 5 plus 1. So we write the symbol 5 and we write the symbol for 1 to the right of it. So if we write a smaller symbol to the right of a larger symbol, that means you are adding them. Similarly, we can write 7 making use of the symbol 5 by writing 5 and two 1 symbols. That is 5 plus 1 plus 1 or 5 plus 2. And similarly, we can write 8 as 5, 1, 1 and 1. That means we have 5 plus 2. But we cannot write 9 using the 5 symbol because we cannot repeat any symbol more than 3 times. That's why we try to make use of the symbol closer to 9, that is 10. So how do we get 9 using 10? By subtracting 1. So 10 minus 1 gives us 9. We write 10 and then writing 1 to the left of it means you're subtracting 1. So we write 1 to the left of it and then write the symbol for 10, which gives us 9. Now let's try out similar things for the other numbers. How do we write 11? We can make use of the symbol 10 because 10 is closer to 11. So we can write 10 plus 1. So according to the addition rule, we write the symbol for 10 and write 1 to the right of it to make it 11. 12 can be written as 10 plus 2. So we write the symbol for 10 and we write 2. And exactly similarly, we write 13 as 10 and 3. So just like this, we can write the symbols for all the other numbers. Just one thing to remember, we should not repeat the same symbol more than 3 times. So let's consider 14. How do we write 14? We can write it as 10 plus 4. So we know what is the symbol for 10. So we write 10 and then we write 4 to the right of it. So what's the symbol for 4? We already wrote it. It's 1 and 5. So we write a larger number to the left and smaller number to the right. In that case, we have to add those two numbers. How do we write 14? Just the same way we write 10 and 5. So we're adding 10 plus 5. 16 is 10 plus 6. So we have already written 6 over there. So we can write 10 plus 6. So we can keep going on. 17 as 10 plus 7. 18 is 10 plus 8. 19 is 10 plus 9. 10 and 9. How do we write 20? 20 we can write it as 10 plus 10. So we can write two 10 symbols next to each other to make it 20. Let's learn how to write the Roman numerals for the multiples of 10s. So here are the multiples of 10, 10 to 100. Let's write the basic symbols first. So we already know the symbol for 10. The symbol for 50 is L and the symbol for 100 is C. So these are the two new symbols that we have to understand. So L and C, that's 50 and 100. So now how do we write 20? We already saw that two 10 symbols. 30 can be written as three 10 symbols. And how do we write 40? Because we cannot repeat the same symbol for more than 3 times, we make use of the symbol close to 40, that is L. So 40, how do we write 40 making use of 50? We can write it by subtracting 10. 50 minus 10 gives us 40. So using the subtraction rule, we write L, that's 50, and then we write 10 to the left of it to make it 40. So X and L gives us 40. So we can write 60 by adding 10 to 50. So we write L and then write X to the right of it to indicate that we are adding 10 to 50. And exactly similarly, we can write 70 as 50 plus 20. That is L X X. So 80 can also be written using 50 as 50 plus 30. So L X X X. So and we know that we cannot repeat the symbol more than 3 times. So 90 we cannot write using L. So we try to make use of the symbol next to 90, that is C. So how do we write 90 making use of 100? We can subtract 10 from 100 to make 90. So we write C and then write X to the left of it, that is we subtract 10 from 100 to make it 90. So this is how we write the Roman numerals. Now let us do some more exercises of writing the numbers in the Roman numerals. So we have 4 numbers listed here. Let's consider 73 first. 73, we will try to split it into 2 parts. We can write 73 as 70 and 30. Now we saw just now how to write 70. 70 is written as L X X. So L X X, and we're adding a number 3 here, so we can write 3 right next to it. So then I write the Roman numeral for 3 next to 70. So this is the Roman numeral for 73. Let's consider 68. 68, we'll split it as 60 and 8. How did we write 60? 60 we wrote it as LX. So we write L, X and 8. 8 we know how to write it. 5 followed by 3. So this is 68. 90, we split it as 90 and 2. 90 plus 2. Let's go back and see how did we write 90. We wrote it as XC. We wrote XC. It's a plus, so we add 2 to it. 90, we can split it as 90 plus 9. So we just wrote 90 as XC. And then we know how to write 9. 9 is written as 1x. So we write as 1x.